Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wargroove. Alright, let's head deeper into Heavensong territory. I'm sure once we kill several hundred more of them, they'll realize that we were really friends all along, and we can all just have a long laugh over the graves of all of those soldiers. Yeah, some elements of this game's plot aren't as lighthearted as they might seem. Having fallen to Nuru, the Heavensong border soldiers call in their commander. Seems like that could have been the thing we did at the start of all this. I demand that you leave these lands. We will not stand for aggression on our sovereign border, especially from the Floran savages that accompany you.
What?
You know, if everybody would stop calling each other savages for a second, we could maybe prevent some of this battle. I see that we're fighting them again in the background already. My name is Ryota. I command the Heavensong border forces. Well, how about you command them to cool it? Who are you to demand that of me? This is Nuru of the Gloomwoods. That was a little rhetorical question. And I'm Mercia, Queen of Cherrystone. Remember the Cherrystone? We're friends, right?
Unexpected.
Okay, I'm not doing that voice. Truly, why would the Queen of Cherrystone align herself with such poor company? Okay, that's it. I'm gonna wipe that smirk off your pretty little face. He is pretty. So the rose blooms and reveals its true colors. To arms, then. I'm not just gonna let you attack Nuru. You'll have to go through me. This is... okay. Alright, is this gonna be another combined forces thing, or is it just... okay, it's just them going through me. Fair enough. You have threatened the safety of Heavensong. You're making a huge mistake. I believe not. I know what the Floran are capable of. I will not take any risks. Alright, we can do this. Probably we can do this. So there's a barracks just up ahead. We only have there's a few buildings over here, but we're definitely gonna have to break in there and start stealing some economy. And they have access to flyers, while we do not. Oh no, we do. We totally do have a tower. Okay. Do we have access to any new units? No, same stuff as before. All right. Well, they gave me a wagon to start with, which is nice. Probably. I'm trying to think who gets in the wagon here. I guess we don't really need both of these alchemists down here. I'm thinking that putting a ranger out by themselves is kind of a recipe for them to get shot up by this guy and attacked by the, I don't know that an archer by themselves will be able to handle it. Although I suppose if we're not very careful, the alchemist will also just get dead. Nah, it's fine. The alchemist moves fast enough that we can probably avoid some of the trouble. Alright, so we'll grab that next turn. Who do we want to grab what here? I guess this archer can almost move full range while still taking this. Oh, you're one space short of grabbing either of those. That's a real shame. We can have the commander move up here, have you guys just sort of fan out generally. So the commander can move toward this. And then we have 300 money. We have 1, 2... okay, that has an income of 300. So we have 500 income right now. We might want to buy some just very basic troops here at the start. Just to form enough of a defensive line, because they don't really have great stuff up front either. They already have some flyers, but we have 2 alchemists and a fair amount of mobility. We could probably just buy some swords. Like, I'll just buy a swordsman for right now. We'll save up a lot of our money, and the swordsman can hang out with Mercia. Maybe we pick up our own flyer next turn. Okay, well, they're definitely trying to discourage me from picking up my own flyer. I don't know anything about this general. Can we see his groove here? Dashes through groups of enemies, dealing 45% of damage he would inflict at full health as he goes. And it seems to have a very impressive range. Okay. Well, that's bad. Hold on a second. Wait, what did the second page on that say? He can use his own units to try and achieve the perfect arrangement before activating it. So, Hold on, does it always have to be... It looks like it might always have to be two... No, it's not always two spaces. I don't exactly know how the targeting on that actually works. Right, that was not enough information for us to figure out exactly what formations are safe to be in around him, which is a little bit of a shame. I want to be on the road. I don't know. I don't guess it matters very much. This is a foot unit. It's just as fast just about everywhere. We can definitely grab this. Wait, do we not have... Oh no, the thing in the bottom was not showing me income. That's our current treasury on hand. Why would I ever need to be able to see my current treasury on hand when I can always see it in the top corner? That's kind of a weird thing to be there. But okay, so we're only getting 100 income each turn. Well, that being the case, I made some financial errors based on information I thought I knew. Alright, you're just going for that, you're just hanging out. And I don't know exactly where we want this archer to end up. I guess we just want to move forward. I don't think I actually want to load anybody into the wagon. I think what the wagon probably wants to do is come down here and be ready to pick somebody up from the barracks. So now we have 500 income. The 500 income I thought we had last time. So we could first buy a witch, right? We could buy something that's 200 or less right now, then buy a witch to be able to just take out their flyers very easily. But a harpy is definitely more broadly useful. We could just be smart with our alchemists. We may not need the witch. So if we're only trying to buy a harpy next turn, that gives us a lot more money to play with. Unfortunately, it's not... Yeah, it's not enough to allow us to hire another ranger. We could get an alchemist. I don't know that an alchemist is the right thing for the job here. You know what I kind of want? Let's get pikes. Pikes are just sort of generally good, and the downside of them is somewhat countered by them getting to start next to a wagon. Yeah. And the enemy's not really in a threatening position here. Not yet, anyway. Let's see what they do this turn. Boy, they have way too much money. Hire in siege weapons one turn and alchemists the next. I don't know exactly what they think they're doing with that ballista. Alright, so... we can afford to stand right here, and if they advance... well, if they advance at all, they're going to be shootable. If they advance very much, they're going to be crittable. You're almost certainly just grabbing this. We have the swordsman... Swordsman's going to be attackable... Actually, he will not be attackable if he grabs it from here, right? This guy's movement is awkward around the captured building. Let's actually have Mercia run up and just hit him now. She might take a shot from the archer. And then I wouldn't really be able to retaliate because of the position of a lot of these units. Well, I guess really it's just the ballista that could hit us. The ballistas only do... yeah, ballistas do very poor damage to commanders. I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Brace yourself!
We don't need to kill these guys. It doesn't much matter if we do or not. Like, if we had gotten minimum damage there and only done 95, they still would have just hurled themselves against us and died, and it would have cost us nothing extra. Right, you guys are still pretty far out. Not really sure what to do with this alchemist. I don't know if I want to commit to that bridge. We'll just move you forward to this position. We can wait and see what the enemies are going to do. We're definitely loading you into the wagon. So where do we most need a spear? Probably up here, right? Yeah, we could run the wagon all the way to the end of its range. I guess I actually want to put it right here. I don't necessarily want that swordsman to get a free first attack. Okay, we're gonna buy a harpy and just try to be smart about its usage. I think it's broadly a lot better than a witch here. And then... committing to the bridge only really makes me more of a threat to that alchemist. This might be a better play. Because we still have enough move to catch this guy if he tries to come across the bridge, but I'm way more relevant to the rest of the map here. And then, like, do we want to hire something else? We could grab another pike. You know what? I'm going to grab another pike. I totally have a building. I should have recruited the pike here. I was, like, spaced on the fact that this was here. Yeah, should have just recruited... that's a dumb mistake. Well, hopefully it won't cost us too much. I don't think we really benefit from having another swordsman. Let's save up a little. But we have some reasonable income now, at least. Okay. So if I run forward and just... oh, interesting. Well, I can honestly say that that is not what I was expecting to happen. I guess it's pretty good, though. Because, right, it takes a lot to hack through one of these things. And if I send the commander in to do that, then they have an archer crit on the commander next turn. Yeah, that's actually not a crazy thing to have done. How do we want to deal with that? I kind of think I am just going to run Mercia in here. Because she's pretty close to her groove. I could afford to take a little bit of silly damage here. In fact, she's got her groove up now. I'm wondering if maybe I want to move a pike up here to hold this bridge against the knight. See, you could move to here. You'd be able to finish the ballista off, probably. And then we're still taking an archer crit. We're also getting hit by the alchemist, probably. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually worthwhile. It's probably better for me to just shoot this guy, right? This thing's damage against most kinds of ground units is pretty low, and it's also very injured. Right now, I guess it's not really blocking, though, because they could just move it out of the way and then get their attacks off anyway. We could totally kill this spearman, though. Okay, well, our knight is exactly in position to be able to uncapture that building. But we can't provide him very much protection if he does that. Yeah, this is a kind of a tricky situation. We have a lot of options here, and I'm having a hard time telling which ones are better than others and by how much. Okay, you're not quite in range to fight the alchemist yet. If we do this, 5 move... Okay, if I do this and kill that spearman, their alchemist can immediately retaliate against me, which is dangerous with the flyers coming in. We need our alchemist to be in reasonably good health. I think probably we're going to roll the wagon back, have it pick up this guy, and transport him to somewhere useful. Unfortunately, that's a thing that's going to take a couple of turns to do. Wagons are very cumbersome. So what we could do here, have the knight uncapture the building, have the archer move down to here and shoot at the spearman. It's going to be... Now, if we do that, though, the dog plus the spearman is an absolute... Like, it's very easily a kill on the archer. don't really have a lot of options. We could fall way back here. That feels pretty bad. And like letting them keep their archer up is also pretty bad for us. You could do a lot of damage to this guy. Yeah, we could do a lot of damage to that guy, but it doesn't... not enough to matter. This is 65 to 75, and then the archer dies to the dog. If we did this, and we committed the knight down here to uncapture the building, we run the alchemist down this way as well. We can't really run the alchemist down this way. He needs to be trying to catch that flyer. So their archer is damaged, but not too damaged to do anything. And then our knight gets killed by the spearman plus the archer. The dog doesn't quite kill our archer. And then we have nothing down here but a wounded archer, and yeah, we just lose everything in that particular front. That's really bad. So I guess what I'm saying is I think we have to fall back. Let's see, the dog can move to... Okay, so yeah, we do actually have to fall back all the way to here to be safe. You can kind of just preemptively get on these mountains, maybe? Yeah, I think I do this. I don't know that I want to go all the way up into the mountains, although I don't want to stand next to them. Alright, if the flyer wants to come and get me, he can come and get me. I am going to blow up the ballista. Or not. Whatever, it's a 2, it's fine. I'm a little bummed out about that, actually, because if that had been a kill, then the alchemist has enough movement... Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5 to hit this archer pretty hard. We do send the wagon over here. We do throw this guy into it. And maybe hire another harpy? And at 800, I could pick up another ranger. There's a lot of bottlenecks here. And honestly, a ranger hired right here has probably its pick of targets for next turn. Yeah, actually, I like that quite a bit. Let's get a ranger in here. You, I don't even... Here, I guess? Just, like, be nearby. You do very poor damage. Yeah, very poor damage to a knight. I guess we just have to stay close. Be ready to grab that flyer. Stand here in the defense area. And you can run up to, like, right outside the edge of that archer's firing range for next turn. With 300 gold, I think... Yeah, I think we just save here. Yeah, I'm pretty bummed out about that lack of a kill on the ballista. Okay, very predictable. I mean, you know how the AI is. They love to fight the commander. Okay, this is pretty much what we thought was going to happen. Okay, our guy narrowly survives. That probably is not meaningful. So we definitely need to move the commander because we need to have the alchemist stand here and attack. They hired a dragon, which is pretty bad for us. Hey, we should definitely do this, right? That's, like, extremely good. It gave me a pretty easy couple of shots available here. I think we're definitely going to have to take that charge on the archer, even though it probably kills our knight. Getting that archer out of there is pretty good. I guess I didn't need to use that archer that way. Although, we don't have a shot in anything else anyway, right? I could have run to here and shot the flyer, but that doesn't help either. But I guess, like, I just got the flyer, I just got the archer injured for no reason, because I was not thinking out all of my moves before taking any of them. Well, it's probably not going to matter, because Mercy is going to fall back and do a heal anyway. So we take the crit. Healing Aura here just restores that guy to full health anyway. I don't think I want to do anything else. Yeah, like we want to do this.
I'm here to help. Healing Aura.
We get our nice easy flyer kill. Like really easy to bait flyers into attacking the commander. You are probably just falling back to heal. Yeah, I think that's right. My guess is we're going to see this this flyer attack that archer. Which is not really a big deal. So where do I want to drop the spearman off? Don't actually want to be at the edge of the bridge, but like this may seem like kind of a silly distance to do a wagon move, but actually we saved more than one turn of movement for the spearmen by doing this. They're really slow. Okay, that's a knight crit on our commander that's coming up there. That's not ideal. We hired a guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm going to hire us another knight here. If they go for the knight crit on our commander, we get to knight crit them right back, and I think we need a fast-moving body to help us deal with all the siege stuff that's coming up. And you... yeah, I think you just go really hard against the archer. The spear will do a lot of damage to us, obviously, but dogs don't really do that much damage to knights. Like, I think we're actually in pretty good shape here. I'm a little reluctant to move the alchemist away until we get this under control. And I don't really have a great plan for dealing with that dragon, if I'm being honest. We might end up needing a witch after all. Alright, I'm going to move the alchemist to here. I'm just trying to keep control on that flyer if we can. If we can get across here and take this barracks, it's going to make life very difficult for them. And I think they've underdeveloped this area a little bit. Although, they could fix that at any time, because they actually have a huge amount of money. How much damage do you do to an archer? 75? But, I mean, he's going to go for the knight, right? That's basically guaranteed. If doing this causes him to go after the archer instead of going for the knight, that's actually probably really good for us. Okay. Alright. They did the thing we thought we would do, or they would do, and we are prepared for it. Yep, no big surprises there either. Okay, commander kills swordsman, oldest story in the book. Is this going to do any noticeable damage at all? No. So, she's a tough one, you gotta give her that. She really just stood there and ate that. Alright, so I think moving you away... Actually, yeah, let's throw you in the wagon. Yeah, let's move the alchemist around to here to take care of this. And also moves the alchemist out of trebuchet range. This is a nice, easy knight crit. We definitely want to move our commander out of trebuchet range as well. Remember, we can win by killing their commander. Maybe that's how this goes. So I don't really want to end up getting hit by swordsmen. But I would love to be able to get our alchemist anywhere near that dragon. Do I want to... If I move over and attack their commander, I'm going to get 5 to 15%. That doesn't feel worthwhile. I think I'm just going to stand right here and finish this guy off. Alright, this poor ranger needs to be trucked back to a place where... I mean, honestly, even just right here, just dropping him off next to the thing, not, like, horrible, but also the ranger's gonna have to, like, we can put the ranger back here somewhere, have them move to that on their turn. If I drop you here, and then we hire someone here, they'll be able to jump into the wagon next turn and get trucked to wherever they're going. That's probably okay. Gotta figure out how we are going to cross this. So I really do have to just withdraw. This Mercy I can withdraw to here and just heal up. That leaves us with enough gold to purchase a witch, which I think we will do just to make sure that we have a plan for the dragon in case the dragon is not cooperative. I moved her right here. The archer doesn't have a crit on me and is weak enough that it probably won't really deal meaningful damage, but also, of course, a little worried about my archer dying. We do that, 17 to 19, plus you do 50 to 60. So it could be a kill if we get upward damage variance on either of those attacks. I don't think we're quite going to get it. We're going to get him low enough that he's not really a threat. Yeah, come down to 4. That's pretty good. This guy's going to uncap this building if we don't stop him. Boy, he's going to have quite an advantage there, actually. I guess we could just move this alchemist back to here. If he advances, we are in position to punish him. I don't think I want to throw myself in front of it. I kind of think I'm just going to wait right here. Since we have a feeling this is going to go down, I may as well use all of its health for something beneficial. Alright. Let's see what they got here. Okay, no big surprises there. Their version of the dragon is mechanical. That's interesting. This is probably actually going to work, isn't it? Oh, and now they have a pair of spearmen together. That's a danger. This, less so. That is not so much a danger. Oh, man. Okay, well, nice of this guy to set himself up like this. Guess I should probably do this from the space that doesn't have a defense penalty. Okay, so it turns out he's under control. We didn't really have to worry about him. Well, I guess let's recapture this. You can move down here and just finish this guy off real quick. I'm gonna spend a lot of money this turn just reinforcing archers. Gonna back out on the field. And you... This is not crittable range. I'm sure that archer's not gonna move, right? He's just gonna crit somebody. So we can start softening these dudes up. And I do need to move you into crittable range. But with the defense bonus and everything, I bet the archer goes after one of the spears. So we could throw Mercia in the wagon. Have the wagon drop her off somewhere that's a little bit more relevant. Seems like a reasonable use of it. We could run forward and finish this off. This means that we get attacked by the hero for 60-ish. I think I'm just going to move to right here. We're going to threaten that trebuchet. If it wants to fire, it has to die for it. So where do we drop the commander? Dropping the commander off on this front over here makes a lot of sense. But we also could just go right there. We could put some pressure on this middle. I maybe put myself in a position to just try to go one-on-one with their commander. We still don't actually understand how his Wargroove works. Not really. This guy crits people who are on roads, not on bridges. Yeah, you know what? This is not bad, actually. I like that. Alright, let's see how they handle this. So the bottom is not collapsing quite the way we want, because they've been spending all of their money on it. Okay, so they've just given up that trebuchet. Did go for the alchemist. Don't know that I think that was the right call. How bad is this going to be? Oof. That was without a crit, right? Yeah, they didn't move their other spearmen up for that. That was quite a lot of damage. Well, it looks like they remembered that they have to protect their commander. This thing's going to keep doing far less damage than that thing is regenerating each turn. Okay, so you're dealt with. I guess we can just run up here. Alright, how do we want to deal with you all? Wait, if I go there, I'm going to be attackable by that spearman. Yeah, let's try to avoid that. So we'll crit here, then you can run around like that and finish that guy off. Okay, so we have a lot of units that are shootable by their archer, but none that are crittable. Do I want to heal you? If I put this guy right here, I wonder if their archer will go for him, just because the archer perceives a kill, rather than, because the archer perceives that to be the best move. Let's see if we can bait that archer forward into an attack that doesn't matter very much. And then... what do I want to do with Mercia here? If we just take this guy apart... Okay, their hero won't be able to respond, because he's going to have to stop moving here. Their knight won't be able to respond. I don't think there's really any punishment for me doing this. Opening up this spout in front of me. And Killing Blow means faster charge on the Wargroove. Do not want to move the Alchemist all the way in here, but we might And maybe it's beneficial here to have the alchemist load up in the wagon, right? Yeah, maybe. Where would I drop him? We actually could run in pretty deep. I don't know if that's all that useful. Yeah, like, what would I do, right? If I just dove the alchemist way in here, how would that actually help? I suppose what I could do is move the alchemist around to this front and try to really pressure through to that, yeah, try to really pressure through to this barracks, take control of it, and then just go after their stronghold rather than worrying about their commander at all. Yeah, now that the witch is up here, the need for an alchemist in this particular arena has definitely lessened. Oh wait, I want to drop you here so as not to be in range of the enemy spearmen. Okay. And you can probably start making your way back to the front. Yeah, I don't know what... This dragon may just come down and try to eat the archer. If that happens, it happens. So is this the moment where I'm thinking about, like, buying a trebuchet? Should we save up even though we have a ton of money? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 income. Even if I want to buy a trebuchet, I could buy something else this turn. Probably that something else would be a ranger. Although, you know, I am thinking that we're going to lose our pike. And, buying a pikeman is not a huge financial burden. That's probably okay. Okay, yeah, that's not a big deal. We do get to uncapture that. But that ballista sure is taking a whole lot of just absolute garbage, completely meaningless shots. Alright, so you're done, and you're done. Now we have to actually get, like, a real unit up there to recap that, which is annoying. Weaken you enough that you're not a threat to anybody. Probably just take the dog down, right? Like, since I'm vulnerable to the knight in that case. Well, hold on. Let's do some other stuff here. So you have a real easy crit on the archer. Take that, you cleared out. I need to be a little bit wary of this alchemist. Or murderous. We can also be a little bit murderous of this alchemist. So I can throw my healthy-ish alchemist over here. That's going to result in us being actually down quite a bit on the alchemist versus alchemist battle. Kind of a lot of damage flying around over here, unfortunately. It does, however... It would allow me to block this spot in a way that they'd have a hard time dealing with, so that I could take this guy down to very close to dead safely. Right, you don't do a ton of damage to alchemists, do you? Or to mages in general? 60? Okay. So no, the dog would be able to trivially kill the alchemist then. Alright, well that happens. Then, I mean, we have to do something. Could just let him run forward and hurl himself at our pikemen. That's not what's going to happen, though, right? He's going to go after the flyer for sure. I guess the fact that he's going to go after the flyer for sure does give us some peace of mind. Like, let's do this. Step up, have at these guys. have our flyer crush you so that you can't retaliate against the alchemist. I'm definitely going to have this alchemist just fall back, and, well, if I reinforce, I don't get to hire the trebuchet this turn. Is that a worthwhile trade-off? I think let's grab you, have you go to here. This pike is probably going to be the unit that has to recapture that. Let's go ahead and hire the trebuchet, and then we'll heal as much as we can afford to. We'll leave you right where you are. I don't think anything's going to happen to you, but if it did, it's probably actually an okay thing for us. Actually, I'm going to have him stand right here, though. If this alchemist wants to kill him, I'm going to make him stand adjacent to a place that would buff our alchemist damage while he's doing it. And I don't really think there's a lot of cost here in me just crushing this guy. I have my Wargroove available to heal if they do come at me, but like they're only going to be able to hit me with this guy. And then, of course, the trebuchet that they're always hitting me with. Yeah, let's just go ahead and deal with that unit. Alright, I think we're going to be able to push through the bottom here now. Kind of got myself stopped up, and they're doing a good job of keeping their commander away from us. The bridges are tough. Well, that wasn't very much damage. Okay, yep, no big surprise there. I think this is actually pretty bad for them. What do you mean I don't get a kill? That's very embarrassing. Well, let's definitely go and deal the damage at least. Okay, you can move to here totally safely. Alright, he'll be able to recapture that next turn. So, I think the right play here is you fall back to here. You get that nice, easy, lethal spearman crit. Drop down and finish that guy off, which enables us to finish the dog off with just about anybody. Which means that we can start up over here, and we don't have to be very careful with this alchemist, I don't think.
No.
Don't talk to me about... Really, was that worth a dialogue exchange? He says, "Hey, don't do that," and I say, I'm gonna do it though." Game loves dialogue. My plan was to have the trebuchet come down here and help us push the barracks, but I wonder if maybe we're better off just putting it right here and absolutely clobbering anything that gets near that side of the bridge, because we control a significant amount of space with this thing right here. It's even better if we actually put it on the bridge. Like right there, it has a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and also right here, it can't be attacked by the harpy. It's pretty good. And then you probably want to fall back. Already healing aura here, it would not hit that spearman. I'm wondering if I should healing aura in place, basically. But no, I probably should back up and do it. What I probably ought to do, actually, is back up and not do it, right? Back up to here and wait, because we can gather up some units and make it a little bit more effective. And then... I guess that leaves the trebuchet open, doesn't it? 85%. Well, that was if he is at full health, though. Yeah, we'll be fine, because we're just gonna Wargroove it up. It'll be okay. So what do we want to buy? They bought themselves a witch. Honestly, an alchemist might be really good at this moment. And then just save. Okay, yep. So the obvious thing, of course, everybody's allowed to buy giants except me. Yep, so it's gonna be, it's definitely gonna be me having to kill their barracks, or their stronghold. Okay, well, this is totally trivial. You give me that building back, you run down here. I kinda want a swordsman crit this building. So we want to move you, and then have the other alchemist come in and attack the dog. I can do an awful lot of damage to that building if I do it from this mountain, I suspect. And then once we have the heal, we just crush their knight with the trebuchet. Oh no, that's right, it's adjacent. Once we have the heal, we roll the trebuchet backwards. Yeah, my knight doesn't deal any damage to, or my alchemist doesn't deal any damage to their knight. Alright, I think we're just doing this. 75 to 80%, so we'd have to get very unlucky here not to uncapture this. And we can have the low health archer just go and grab it. Probably I want to do it from here. Alright, economy getting better. So we want to back the trebuchet up a space. Have this guy run over here and attack. Then we want to heal.
I'll save you all. Healing aura!
Okay. So what do I want to do with this guy? I guess falling back to here and throwing up a heal like that is pretty good. I cannot use the bird to attack the dog without losing it to the witch. The Harpy just has to go over there and be ready to attack from the mountain next turn. We still don't know exactly how this guy's Wargroove works. It could be that he could like move to here and then do it across the bridge like that, because we don't really know like how the range finding on it is or anything. Then I think we will grab a ranger here. We need more ranged units to help control the center. That way I can get back there and drop the ranger off wherever we decide we need it most. Alright, let's see what they do with their witch. Also what they do with their commander. Yeah, that attack on the alchemist was 100% predictable and also just horrible. Like a really terrible move. Alright, so they hurled a lot of damage at our witch there. Sadly, our ranger is not quite able to hit that. Well, let's just get rid of this guy. They could still uncapture our building. I think I'm okay with it. I don't know that it matters much. You should definitely just crush that archer. This is not actually even able to be a kill. That's kind of crazy. Well, I think throwing my archer at their archer, or my witch at their witch, makes a lot of sense here. We're not in any danger from anything else. I have better access to healing in this area than they do. Like, this is a good trade for us. Also, they don't heal using buildings at all, as far as we can tell. This good? That's... it's okay, I guess. It's a shame he can't quite get close enough for me to be able to heal all 3 of these units with a single heal cast. I think that's what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got that under control next turn. You get over here, you get over here. You probably fall back to the bridges. I think we do, in fact, want to just do this. Have my alchemist step aside. You have 4 move. Okay, yeah, we can have the alchemist step aside. We can step aside to here and cast heal. We probably ought to have that money for something else, though. Deal with that real quick. So their hero, their commander can't quite hit me. Being a real coward. What do I want to do with this knight? So let's assume this guy does attack the building, because he can't resist. He just has to crack that open. If he stops here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like here would give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Trying to make sure I have range for a horse crit. These horse crits against spearmen are actually still very powerful. And then... money. I think we're somewhat likely to lose our witch here. I don't know exactly how much damage this is going to deal. If the witch survives, we're in great shape, because we can use the alchemist and everything. But maybe we want to hold on to some cash so we could hire another witch, just so we can maintain air control. I don't think we have an urgent need for anything right now. Okay, we live. He did exactly the thing we hoped he was going to do. This is happening again. That's going to be a problem in the very near future. Oh! Interesting. He can blade dash units that he can't normally hit, and he can also blade dash across completely impassable terrain. Huh. Well... so a knight crit here looks pretty bad now, because the knight just immediately dies. And if I take the crit on this guy with the spear, we lose the archer to the giant. Although doing that causes the giant to take a crit from the trebuchet. Yep, you know what? I'm gonna dare him to do that, in fact. Let's leave the archer... oh, I cannot in fact make the archer the only thing he can hit. He can back all the way up and hit that guy. Because these dudes are crazy fast. Way faster than they should be. Alright, uncap. Recap. That's pretty good. I think they have lost some momentum here. So obviously I decided I'm not too worried about the witch. I guess we could run our hero up here. No, we get completely clobbered if I do that. We're not that far off of a Wargroove, I suppose. Maybe it's an okay move. Let's see, you would do 40%. You would do 20. That's already too much. And you okay? So that's actually a kill. If we move to here, we just die. Oh no, I guess they could only hit me with 2 things. They could only probably hit me for 85-ish%. Well, that's pretty not ideal. See, I'm pretty sure next turn what we do is we hire a trebuchet from here and we just roll it up into their town and conquer. So... and put you right here and just wait for you to become useful. Kind of need this knight right around here. I guess we just roll the wagon. I don't know. Roll the wagon over to here. Keep it ready like the getaway car, just sort of idling. There's some version of this where we like throw the hero in it and drop off over here and just push that way as hard as we can. That might be what ends up happening. And yeah, I guess you're not going anywhere. Maybe I should back the knight up a little bit. Because we would like to be able to respond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like if we back the knight up to here, we're in position to respond to this guy's move with a knight crit and a trebuchet crit. If he comes around and hits the alchemist, we're just out of luck. That's just like not very good for us. Okay. He chose to die, which I respect. I like that very much as a thing for him to do. So excellent trebuchet crit followed by excellent knight crit is a kill. Honestly, an archer as bait is not a terrible cost to pay to kill a giant. I don't actually know how expensive those things are, but it's definitely more than 500 gold. Alright, you got a Wargroove up. I don't think we're doing any getaway nonsense with the archer. I would love to be able to punish whoever dares to attack my hero. Okay, so let's figure this out. We can do a lot of threatening up here. So I have enough money to throw another heal and also still buy the trebuchet. I think that's probably the move. $130 gold remains. I'm considering buying a swordsman just to make sure we have enough bodies to do the work down here, especially like as blockers, but it's probably not actually a good purchase. And I think the wagon just hangs out and waits for somebody to need to go over here quickly. But yeah, we are making the push now. And they do not really have a lot of stuff that is in a good place to stop us from doing so. Really, that's got range. Oh, that's right. The ballistas have 6 range, not 5. Well, obviously, it's not a big deal with the Wargroove being up and everything. Okay, so we can roll this thing right up to the gate and bombard that barracks in there next turn. I guess I should have stopped here for maximum barracks damage. We can have the harpy be right there. Because the knight has no ability to damage the harpy and also can't just move past it. I do not wish to harm you or your soldiers further, but if you refuse to leave these lands, I will have no choice. What? You're already doing the maximum amount of harming my soldiers. This is you're already killing us. The murders are happening. They're happening now. Do I want to grab a witch? I wonder if we might be better off just getting an alchemist here. Hmm. So we're gonna have to do something about this flyer, obviously. It might just be me walking down one space. Let the flyer come in and get me, and then get critted by the archer. In which case, actually, it's a ranger that I want to buy. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So we're going to bring the knight back to here, just so that he can share in the Wargroove.
None shall fall while I still stand.
All we really have to do is cause a distraction, right? You're going to stay put for the turn. You can just go uncapture that building real quick. You to here, and then have you crit this building. It's going to do a lot of damage to their economy. And then I may as well heal. This is a pretty strong way to approach stuff with a couple of flyers around to use as blockers. And then I guess we're done. I don't know that the wagon probably doesn't need to move. Yeah. Alright, for them, a lot hinges on how they respond. Yep, that was real bad. What I was about to say is a lot hinges on how they respond to this part of the battle, but it looks like they're just not going to. Which is certainly a strategy. Let's see how they buy stuff. It's possible that we're going to... Yeah, maybe we're not going to attack this barracks at all. I'm thinking, like, just rolling the trebuchet into the city is more powerful. So I want to be at maximum range away from their stronghold, right? So if I stop right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, so this gets us stronghold crits. Don't know that it really helps me to do this. I guess what I want to do is hurl myself at stronghold, right? Yeah, I think they just die. I think we totally have them. Do not attack. I mean, I guess at this point you may you may as well just finish this job. And you can get right here and also throw in. Okay, that guy is now irrelevant. And like we should back up, I guess. Back my commander up to avoid any kind of weird shenanigans taking place. Okay, I think we're good, but just in case I've like hilariously misunderstood the situation, get a knight over here so that we can maybe run in and try to finish the job in case something goes horribly awry here. Yeah, like they have that. Their commander just now realized what's happening and starts to turn around. But it's too late, right? That was weird. I was really expecting any kind of response as we approached the south wall. I bet we did not get a very good rating on this. This took a lot of turns because I did not manage to push across these bridges at all, but we managed to find a plan. Whew, we did it. You are a great commander, Queen Mercia. No. But the nation of Heavensong will not yield to you. Okay, please, just listen. That's not what we want. We didn't mean any harm in coming here. We simply wish to speak with Empress Tenri. The Empress?
Hey!
Yo. Hey, that's my mom you're talking about. The way that speech bubble was positioned, it kind of looked like it was coming from the big dummy. I assume it was supposed to be the child. I saw you all fighting. I'm not going to let these guys anywhere near my mom. See, look, they keep doing... It's probably supposed to be him. Me and Tenko here won't let that happen. How cool would it be, though, if their queen was actually... Like, these look like automatons, but actually this is the, like, the ruling race of the Empire? Alright, so apparently we're gonna have to fight these guys one more time. Oh, you know what? We got 3 stars. That's actually not that bad. I don't really know what the difference between A and S is in terms of earning stuff. Because if we still got all the stars, probably there's some unlocks if you get, like, a certain number of S ranks. Something like that. Okay, well, that went alright. Got access to some more lore. So, we're not going to start another mission here, but I'm kind of curious. Let's jump back out to the menu, because we unlocked puzzle mode a couple episodes ago, and we didn't actually look at it. Let's talk about mind-bending logic puzzles. Take Sigurd to victory in a single turn. Are these all... Okay, these are all, like, do a thing in one turn. Well, you know what? When we come back... I'm not going to try to start one of these right now, but next episode, we'll try a couple of these, and then maybe we'll get back to the story afterward. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see if I'm any good at puzzles in this game. Something tells me I'm going to be a little bit worse at this than I was at Into the Breach. And we'll see you then.